I'm up here at Loveland Pass, and I brought a few buddies up here, and they're going to do some FPV flying. For those of you who don't know what that is, well, this is what it is. I've been trying to figure out how to make this video, what I'm going to talk about throughout this video, while I show you guys all this amazing drone footage and SpinDown 2020. And I thought, I do have the GoPro 9. How is it going to be vlogging with the GoPro 9 in the front facing camera? Are you going to get that issue that a lot of us have, that we now look at the camera? Wait, am I going to have the issue where we look at the monitor instead of the actual camera? But I don't know. These guys are flying over here, so let's go check it out. So when you're hosting an event with 50 or so people at it, it's hard to take them all out, to bring them around and show them everywhere. So luckily I did get with a few people this morning, and we got this early flight stuff in with the FPV drones, the camera drones, and it's been pretty cool. Crazy cold up at the top where we started out. Now we're back down here at 9,000 or so feet. It's a much better day. One of my concerns about vlogging with the GoPro 9, even though it has a bigger battery, it now has that front screen. My concern is this bigger battery isn't going to give us longer record time, because I'm already down to 74%. So we'll see how long it lasts throughout the day for vlogging. For most of my life, I've played around with RC cars, RC planes, all kinds of RC things. I even go way back to the point where you had those balsa wood planes and you would wind up the propeller. And so I think it was just sort of natural when these RC drones, or what we called quads at the time, started coming out, that I was going to try them. I just didn't know I was going to get this into them. Here at this event, SpinDown 2020, we have people that fly all kinds of drones, people into YouTube learning how to make their channels better. It's so cool to see a gathering of everything like this. And you couldn't really ask for a more beautiful place to do it. The cool thing this year is I'm having people speak at it. Instead of just me doing like instructionals, which I am going to do, I've actually brought my buddy in, Jonathan Buckhouse, whose channel will be linked in the description, to speak and talk about how he made it full-time on YouTube prior to having 10,000 subscribers. Great information, and he's speaking now, so let's go check it out.
So the first tactic I had was,
everybody.
hey, if you have a YouTube channel,
What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining me on my live recap of SpinDown. I want to spend a couple of minutes answering any questions in the chat, saying hi to everybody, as well as sort of going over pretty much what happened. It was good, and there was a couple of bad things all at once. The one thing I want to get out of the way right now: nobody lost a drone, to my knowledge, at least. From what I heard, nobody put one in the water, nobody wrecked one, nobody anything. And from what I can tell, even with the altitude being a little thin air and making people a little breathy, a little hard to breathe for some of them, everybody seemed to have a great time. And that makes me so stoked. And hopefully something like this we can do again. I was very happy to help Kelly with this. He got to just enjoy himself. And it's not really going to be up to me if SpinDown is separated and done here again. It's Kelly's thing. It's Kelly's event. So if you guys are wanting to continue and see this happen here again, you're going to need to be connecting with Kelly from Ready Set Drone. Let me take a minute to go through the chat and say hi to everybody, and then we'll talk a little bit about it. And we'll probably keep this pretty short, because I'm going to try to get some dinner before the place I want to get some dinner closes. We'll see. All right, so let's see. We got Agent K, looks like he's in the room. Bob is in the room. Jay Bird. Eat More Possum. That's a hilarious screen name. Doc, what's up, man? Good to see that you made it back to Silver City. No problem. I know Chris Hope has made it home. Art's home. I think pretty much everybody. I don't know if Irvin has made it home yet. He left this morning around 10ish. I know that Sully is still in town. He leaves tomorrow. Sunrise Water Media, good to see you. A little alligator icon for Dobo. Big Al, yep. That was funny at the bowling alley when you popped that on him. Lone Star UAV, Thomas, good evening. Hello, hello. Let's see who else is in here. Doc, I said hello to you. Metro Drones, hey man, it's good to see you in here. Thank you very much for coming. And I think that's pretty much everybody in the chat so far. So we got about 18 people watching, and I thought that I would start by letting you guys sort of know what happened. Now, you got a sneak peek just there of the video that I am editing, and that will hopefully be done sometime later this week. I'm going to have to go out and actually record a little bit more footage to make it finished. I am actually windburned right now. My lips are chapped from all the wind. Saturday, we had crazy winds come in, and it was so bizarre because you could just see the lake was calm, and then all of a sudden, off in the lake, you saw this giant circleless patch of wind just blowing the white caps, and it was just slowly coming across the lake, and then it hit us, and everything was flying. I have these wings that I brought up there to show everybody, and they got caught like a kite, and just we had to chase after those. And then that died down, and we would fly, and then it would pick up with these gusts from 45-mile-per-hour gusts, which was insane. But I think even though that we had that happen, everybody still had a good time because it was really SpinDown is really about meeting each other, talking to each other, making new contacts, making new friends. Flying is definitely a cool bonus. Doing stuff with action cameras is a cool bonus, all that good stuff. Well, I was still able to do a pretty cool tutorial with the 360 camera to show the people who weren't familiar with one how to use one. And I think that was pretty cool because it opened the eyes to some people how you can use it in a lot of different ways. So that was pretty dope. Friday, let's rewind it back to Friday. I got the shop all reorganized, everything cleaned up really, really nice. And then we had a live show. Kelly came in, Doc jumped in and helped us set everything up and sort of worked as our cameraman / computer guy to switch channels and switch things around. We had less than an hour to set that up. So there was a few, things that didn't work perfectly, but we were stoked to get it set up in that amount of time. And the reason for that was because we went flying beforehand. We all went out and I brought them to a nice little place. You only live once, right? And they're only there for a few days. So I was trying to just pack as much cool stuff for everybody in as I could. I wish I had a bus, because if I had a bus, I would have brought all of you guys to these spots. But there was only so much I could do. So the live show went pretty fun. We kept it short, and then we went over to eat afterwards. And that was great. Everybody got to get to know each other a little bit. And then Saturday morning, super early, I went with Dobo and a couple people, Doc and I can't remember who else. Tony and Lon all went with us up to the top of the Loveland Pass by Loveland Pass Lake. They did some flying, and then we went down to another place, did some flying for them with the FPV stuff. Beautiful spot on a riverbed. Some of you have probably seen some of Dobo's footage by now about that. It was absolutely gorgeous. Then we went to the event. Zach, he brought a ton of donuts for everybody. Kelly came in with a bunch of snacks and food. So there was tons of sodas, waters, snacks all day long. Everybody had plenty to eat. And then I brought in pizza, and everybody loved the pizza, which is great. What else did we recap and did? We did, like I said, the wind came in, so we flew. We didn't fly. I played around with the skateboards. Kelly got to try the electric skateboards. Nobody else really tried to do them. They were more than welcome to ask me to try, but I didn't want to go. I didn't know who knew how and who didn't. So I didn't go looking for people to try them, especially on the mountain, the hills and stuff. Then we all went to eat dinner and we went bowling. Some of you saw the live stream of the bowling, and then that was a blast. Next day, most everybody left, and we had a few of us go to an escape room, and then I brought them to fly some more, and then we went to eat, and then we went to Cataract Lake to fly some more, which is a postcard place. It's an absolutely beautiful place. And then we went to eat again with this place where you all gather around a grill and grill your own steak, which was interesting. And then today I saw Sully and flew with him, and I've got my shop back together. And that sums up what SpinDown 2020 was. Any questions? All right. And I think we're going to bring on a guest real quick here. Hopefully he'll still be around. And in the meantime, if you have any questions about SpinDown 2020, the GoPro 9, drones, anything like that, let me know in the comments and we'll talk about that. Christian was there. That's right. Right there. He had a good time. I think if I'm not mistaken, he was interested in 360 stuff. Drove up in an RV with his wife, if I'm remembering the right Chris. There was a couple Chris's. So it was a busy weekend. You might hear it in my voice that I am tired. I loved hosting everybody. I love seeing everybody have a good time, and that what I put together for everybody worked out, and they just had a great time. So that was great. And I want to thank everyone personally for coming up. I want to thank Kelly for trusting in me to help pretty much take over this event, because he pretty much said, "Do what you got to do, Sean. It's yours." But I had a great time doing it, and it was really satisfying for me to see everyone with so many smiles on their face. Bowling ended up being like the highlight, I think, for many people. It was great. So I don't know. Some people have asked me if it's going to happen next year. I have no idea if it's going to happen here. I'm sure there will be a spin down and spin up somewhere. I don't know if Kelly's going to combine them as a 2-day event again, or split them separately, or if he's going to keep one somewhere else or bring it back to Texas. That is his event. I was just happy to help. If you guys do want to have an opportunity for it to be here and me pretty much set it up again, I'm down to do it. But you're going to have to be basically let Kelly know again and again. Hey, Four-Eyed Canine joined us. How's it going, man? Now, Four-Eyed Canine, Tim is his name. And I'm mind blown I'm remembering anybody's names at all because I suck at names. But he brought his pooch with him, and he had the cutest dog with him. Straight up basset hound, super floppy skin. Really cool to see people bringing their animals with them. If you guys don't know, I'm straight a dog person. Doc says he lost his voice too, and I feel you, man. Like over that win, we were having to raise our voices pretty high. All right, and I just sent out an invite to Chris Hope, but let me see if he's coming. I hate when you're by yourself and you type to somebody, then you sort of got dead air, and you don't want to have dead air. I was going to share a whole bunch of clips for you guys. However, it turns out the GoPro 9 is defaulted to what, HVAC 5 or something like, I forget what it's called, and that won't drag and play on StreamYard. So I'm going to have to go into the settings and tweak this and make it so that it'll work. My believe it or not, the Air 2, I think, also did that when I first got it, and I reverted it back to the lower resolution or whatever the other file name was so that I could actually share stuff straight without having to edit it. Okay, Chris is just coming off the other show now. Okay, the other show is still running. So we'll keep this sort of a short show. Normally, I don't just do a live show to do a live show without a subject. I mean, we have a subject to spin up, but I've just pretty much talked about everything on the other show. So I don't know what else. Oh, I could tell you about a little more in detail. I've told some people this, but I wish Irvin was actually able to jump in, or Zach, or Brad right now, because those guys were in the car and we went to Cataract Lake, and it's a cliff road. We weren't filming this. It would have been amazing if I'm trying to get his dash cam footage of this, because these guys basically laid a turd in their pants, man. It was amazingly awesome. It was a cliff road going to Cataract Lake, and somebody had got a flat tire on a trailer, and they deserted their trailer to go get a repair and bring it back. And so I went around at my car. They threw on their brakes, and I had to get out and sort of like direct them. And their tire was this close to the edge of the cliff as I was directing them. The wife had jumped out of the car in case it rolled. She was screaming at me not screaming at me, but give me the eye. She gave me the eye, like, don't you do this, don't you make him go across that. And so I got him across, and then I forgot Irvin was sitting in the back seat on the window side of that drop. So he's just sitting there looking out going, and he's scared of heights. So if you guys haven't met Irvin, he's hilarious. And he was basically pooping himself in the whole way that I was guiding him. And I didn't realize when he got out, he was like, great. I come up here to Colorado. I've come to visit Sean, and he brings me on this VIP tour just to kill me. It doesn't sound as funny when I tell it like this, but oh my God, I wish I had some of that footage of the dash cam, because they have a dash cam in their truck. And I would imagine that his face on that dash cam would just be amazing. would love to watch that. It would be hilarious. I don't know if it would fit in my video is the problem, but I would love to see them all freaking out in the dash cam. All right, guys. So does anybody have any questions about SpinDown 2020 or what it was or anything that was done? Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. Yes. I hate dead air. Let's see if we got anything else. I should have probably thought to like try to send out some emails to Rosie or somebody else and see if they wanted to come on beforehand. As you guys know, I don't do a whole lot of live shows, so I was not prepared for that. And since my GoPro footage is not shareable, I was not prepared for that as well. I am going to send out one more. Join me real quick. All right, so no advance notice. We'll see if anybody pops up. All right, in the meantime, Irvin was a blast. Yes, Doc, he was. Everybody was a blast, man. Everybody got along really well. We kept the politics out of it. We kept just enjoying what we enjoy. Doc said the total count. I counted once, and I think I got right around 30. I can't remember if it was 37 or 39. It was really close to 40 people that showed up. We did have some last-minute cancellations, like Steve Carpenter wasn't able to come, and Mel wasn't able to come, which is a bit of a bummer, but I would have liked to have seen everybody. And Joe wanted to know who won bowling, so we played 2 rounds. The first round, I got a lot of strikes and a lot of spares, but every single time afterwards, I completely got a gutter ball. The second round, I dominated. I just strike, spare, spare, which still only gave me 150 score points, but it was enough to beat everybody else. So I took the win. I'll call it a lucky win because I'm not usually any good at bowling. And most people would still say that's not a good bowling score. We do have somebody that's going to be joining us. He was here at SpinDown with me. And let's bring him into the stream. You guys know him? Chris Hope. There he is.
Hey, Sean.
Chris.
How you doing, buddy?
I am tired, Chris.
I bet you.
Very tired.
I can see it in your eyes. And it's not the altitude because you're used to it.
Yeah. Sam asked if Dovo passed out. Now, Sam, I'll tell you real quick. I don't know if you knew this, Chris, but Dovo asked me to tattoo him when we were done bowling. So we were going to go after we were done bowling to the tattoo studio and tattoo him. But he disappeared, and I never heard back from him until the next day. So I assume he passed out.
Yeah, he'll call it sleep.
Yeah, but he had 2 beers, and that was about it. Doc says my audio is in sync tonight. Well, Doc, I don't think anybody's on the internet right now, so that's probably why. So I think we've come up with the problem why my audio messes up sometimes.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Sergio.
Yeah, Joe Blaylock. Yeah, man, y'all did a good job. It was fun. An extra day for sure.
Yeah,
next time.
I want to thank you, Chris, because Brad gave me this, and he said it was from you.
Yes,
so
sir.
This was a big old bottle of whiskey right here with 2 glasses. I guess I deserve to get a little fucked up now, right?
You got one for each hand.
Yeah, there we go. I can power walk with a beer up here. Pretty good. And then Sully, did you meet Sully?
Yes, I did meet Sully. I enjoyed visiting with Sully.
I met with him today, and he gave me the little bit left over of the whiskey that you guys were drinking, or whoever was drinking with him.
Well,
said this stuff was real good.
We worked on this.
I ended up with all this. I ended up with alcohol left over. I ended up with chips. I ended up with a bunch of sodas, and I thought I was going to end up with a bunch of donuts, but I didn't end up getting the donuts.
Man, the 4-eyed canine set a camera up on the donut table, catching people as they come by. He's got a video of it. Get a chance to go check it out. People,
I saw part of it. I got something came up while I was in the middle of watching it. I actually forwarded that over to Jonathan so he could check it out because I saw he got some of Jonathan's speech in that too.
Yeah, Dono didn't know which one, so I think he went back a couple times.
Oh, you saw that? where he
opened the box up.
And then I saw Zach. I saw Zach, who was the one who bought the donuts. I can't remember. I think it was Michael who was sitting there looking at the donuts, and Zach comes up and reaches right in front of him, grabs a donut. It was pretty good. Hey, look at that. Sully is in the room. Yeah, Sully, I just was sharing the gift you gave me there, right there. Is that lower than it was earlier? I don't know.
That was a great shot, Sully. That stuff there. Appreciate it, buddy.
Michael, hey, Michael, what's up, man? Michael, we were just talking about you because Zach reached in front of you and got a donut over on Tim's video. I thought that was pretty amusing. So Michael was there. He just got to the airport or his hotel by the airport. Actually, that's how I do it. Whenever I have to fly early, I leave here the night before and just get the hotel by the airport so I don't have to wake up like 4 in the morning. I can't stand that.
Yeah, I hear you. I know Brad got up early this morning, and he run into some construction at the bridge at the tunnel,
Yeah.
and kind of put him behind. But he said he texted me earlier this afternoon. He got home. He got home okay.
I saw he barely made it to his flight.
Yeah.
It looked like from Facebook, it looked like it was cutting it close.
Yeah. So I guess Sully. It says, did Sully go home today?
Sully was here today, so Sully actually. I was at my shop rearranging to get it set up because I got to go back to work tomorrow. Real life got to start again, and so I had to rearrange everything because I had to arrange to make it wider and bigger for the live show. And I had just finished doing all that, and I brought the last load out to my car, and Sully drove up and was like, "What's up?" So I went and hung out with him for a little while.
Yeah,
Got to watch spotted so no one would walk up while I was flying FPV stuff. And then I sent him over to the spot down towards Montezuma to fly, where I brought some of the other guys that Saturday morning.
The wind lay today. Was it bad today?
Oh no, today the wind wasn't. I mean, a little bit, but it wasn't bad.
Not like Saturday.
Yesterday it was still pretty bad. Not quite as bad as Saturday, but I can say most of the yellow leaves have been knocked off the trees.
Oh man, I don't know how they couldn't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they didn't have no choice but to fall.
We had it when we did because the day after was actually cold. When you guys all left, the next day was actually pretty cold. So I think a lot of people wouldn't have been very happy, and they would have been like, "Fuck, I don't want to move there. I don't want to come do this again."
No.
But luckily, we had, even though it was windy, it was warm. It wasn't really that cold on Saturday.
No, it was not. I wished I'd had a pair of shorts, but I didn't bring any with me because I figured I kept looking at the forecast. You know, Saturday morning is supposed to be like 45. Of course, they're usually a day off. The forecast are what I've seen.
Like I was saying earlier, it's mind blowing when you move up here or you come up here and it'd be 45 or 40, and you're like outside going, "Damn, it's hot." Like it doesn't make any. I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense because I've been raised out in Texas where the humidity levels are crazy. So, when it's 40 something, it's cold because usually that's when the cold front rolls in. So it's cloudy and then the humidity's there and you can feel it in your bones, man.
Exactly.
Here it's just most of the time it's different. There are days that you'll go out and it's still the same temperature. You're like, damn, it's cold. But usually it's not so bad.
Well, you did good on the venue. The venue, you couldn't ask for better. I mean, other than not only limited to 50 people, but it'd been good if you could have had, more. And it would have held more. I mean, there was plenty of room.
I think they normally cap that thing off at 100.
At 100, yeah. I can see that.
Because of COVID regulations, they were doing 50.
Yeah. Great venue, a great crowd. I wished we had a sign-in sheet.
Actually, that would have been a good idea. I didn't think about that. And then I bought these stickers because I couldn't find real name tags.
Right.
And these they were like labels for drawers or something, right? Yeah. They're about the same size as a name tag, but they didn't have the same kind of stick, so everybody's name tags fell off like within
I think mine's in Lake Dillon.
Yeah, right. Well, when that wind came, it probably blew everybody's right off.
After that first gust.
Yeah, that first one was crazy. You just watch it coming across the lake going, I think it's about to get windy.
Boom. Boy, it blew leaves, it blew pizza, it blew name tags.
Yeah. So Christian, I did not get a chance to finish those donuts because Zach brought them back to his hotel room, and he was going to give me some of them before he left this morning, but we forgot to grab them, and that's probably for the best anyways. I've been trying to get back in shape, and donuts don't help much. They just help. That little ring just comes right around you if you eat too many of them.
I tell you what, I didn't eat any donuts, but that pizza, that come from next door to your shop.
Yeah, it was.
Because we sit there Friday night outside and smelled it coming out the building, and it smelled so good.
Well, you know what? I was really impressed that everybody liked the Ozinator pizza, my specialty one that I had named after me, that I sort of put together and invented.
Is that the one that's got barbecue in it?
That was barbecue with the ranch on top and the bacon. It was pretty damn good.
It had mine had a little bite to it.
Yeah, there's jalapenos in it too.
Yeah.
Yep, there was jalapenos. In it. Light jalapenos. They were diced. So
here,
I'll put there is the website for that pizza place. If anybody really liked that pizza, especially the Ozinator one, feel free to call them up and say, hey, we were just in an event up there. We just want to compliment you on your pizza, because they hooked me up on the pizza price too. They did a killer job on the pizza price for me.
Well,
And so if you guys like that and you want to call them, I don't think they have an email address. You can check that. I think they might have a Facebook. I'm not sure. And let them know that actually, you know what? That'd be hilarious. Let's see if we can find a Facebook, and you guys can tell them the Ozinator was amazing. And if they get enough people to like it, they'll put it on their menu. Right now, it's a secret item.
yeah, yeah.
So I think that would be amazing to have my name on some pizza place's menu.
Arch don't let you do the design work for it.
Well, I designed the ingredients. I'm sure somebody else has put this stuff together somewhere. But
Yeah, Jay Bird, I wish they delivered to Texas, buddy. It was good. I ain't lying.
I just actually found it, and then I clicked the X button instead of the copy button. So let me find it again, and I'll share it in the chat. And you guys feel free to say the Ozzy rocks or something
There
like
you
that.
go. I'll do it when I get off here.
Yeah. Nick and Willie's Pizza, Silverthorne. All right, there it is. So they got a page, it looks like. Yep.
I noticed I read something yesterday, or maybe I seen it on a sign as I was leaving or riding around. I rode around Saturday afternoon after I got through with Ken and Doc
Yeah.
and Sully. I went and rode across the interstate up the mountain and looked back down at the lake. I got no drone footage because of the wind, but I did get some pictures with my camera. I haven't got to look at them yet. But man, dadgum, 9,200 foot, and I guarantee I went up another 500 or 600.
It goes up. I mean, there's some of these peaks are over 14,000 feet around here.
It's crazy, man. And you showed us the one where you and Christian had. That's the one they said they left you on. You was pointing it out across the lake and looking up at this thing. And you hiked that dude.
I've hiked that one twice.
Jeez.
That was at Buffalo Mountain. One time just by myself, and I made a video for my birthday, and that one was the video was more about trying to succeed, and it was talking about how I used to live in Houston, and we didn't know we'd be able to make it. It was a sort of emotional video.
Right.
Because I didn't think I was going to make it to the top. So I started like getting mad at myself and go through all these things, and you hike that far and you're like, it's right there though. And then that last 10% just kills you. Absolutely kills you.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah. I call it the back way. It's whatever way the thing told me to come to your house, come to your shop. Okay. But it brought me through the Royal Gorge. So I stopped at that I think the town name is Kona. That sound right? Cona, right
I'm
there.
not sure.
Anyway, I stopped there, and I had to. Of course, you can't drive. It's a tourist deal now. When I was 12 years old, I went there, and it wasn't. I don't recall it, but dude, that's only like 6,000 foot above sea level. And I walked across the bridge, and I walked across up a hill. And did that for about 2 hours. When I got back to the truck, I was spent. Because it was nearly 90 that day.
Feeling it up here then.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if any of you guys, but for myself, when I moved here, even just talking like what we're doing right now, I'd be talking and then all of a sudden go, give me a second. I'd be talking on the phone to my mom or something.
I seen a lot of that at the bowling alley. Wait just a second.
Right.
Yeah. No, you did good, man. I can't brag on you enough. You did a good job.
I appreciate that, man.
It's as bad as trying to organize a golf tournament. It's a lot of work.
It was fun. This didn't have to have all the stuff that Jonathan didn't have to speak. I didn't have to try to do Skydio demos. I didn't have to do. I wanted to.
It makes a big difference.
SpinDown is normally just hang out. That's it. Just hang out. But,
what's up, Barry? Barry Markowitz, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Nice, Barry. Sully said he didn't see any moose where I sent him out. Michael said he took the scenic route, probably a similar way that you went through the Ganola Pass. I don't know where Ganola Pass is. Okay, he went up towards Mount Evans. Or no, he just saw the views from Mount Evans is probably still open. You can drive up to Mount Evans. It's one of the highest roads you can drive up to, I think, in the U.S.
Wow.
I don't know if it's the highest, but it's up there. It's beautiful views. Let's see. Let me just check the chat real quick, see if there's anything.
Yes.
Doc, yeah, he calls it the Ozinator. That's what I made that as a joke about the name of the pizza. Now she won't let me live it down. So definitely, if you guys like that, click that Facebook link right there. I put it in the chat. You can click it. and go on their page and say, we were just in town this weekend and we tried a pizza you guys make called the Ozinator, and it was amazing. Let's get that thing on their pizza, on their actual menu. That'd be so hilarious.
It was good, man. We'll let her know. I'll let her know here in a little while.
Barry.
Sure.
Okay, that's where you saw Barry. He says,
yeah, Barry's in the chat.
Yep. Thank you very much, Barry. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a new setup behind me here.
Michael said he had the same problem with the bowling alley, but he was bowling pretty good, I thought Michael Wright was.
Yeah, Michael had a little spin on his.
He did.
And I practiced at the end. I went back to normal. On Mondays, I go to the gym, right? And I woke up this morning, and my whole right arm was killing me from trying. Because you remember at the end there was like 10 minutes left on a match on a lane, and we were done. So I just went over the ball one after another, trying that spin thing, man. Just pull. And feeling it today.
Oh, Irvin, did you watch him bowl? He had a big curve.
Yeah, he had it down.
He would palm it and not put his thumb in there.
Yeah, that's how I was doing it.
Oh, he had that thing. It'd go out to the edge as far as it could go, and then it'd break back in.
Irvin was over there as I was going again and again, and sort of coached me to get it down. And finally, I got one strike doing it like that. It just goes across, hugs the edge, came back in, boom, strike.
I kept looking for the bumper lane. I never could find it.
We could turn them on for you. You just got to get in the machine and click on the on bumper. Next time, we'll put the bumpers on for you, Chris.
Oh, man. Hey, man, bumpers up here consist of PVC pipe laying in the lane, and then they drag it out.
That's funny.
No electronic ones.
I appreciate that. Yeah, feel free to hit the like button, guys. If you thought I did a good job with SpinDown.
I got to meet Tim at SpinDown, 4iK9. I had to ask him. He said, "I'm 4iK." Well, what's your real name? He said, "Tim." I said, "Okay, I know you."
I specifically had people writing their YouTube channel names or whatever they use when they're in chats and stuff on the on their cards, because somebody could come up and he could say, "I'm Tim." I'd be like, "Okay, I don't know."
Tim? Yeah.
But you say 4iK9, and I remember the doggy picture. Instantly clicks.
That's like Tom is 10 toes, and I've met. I think this is the third year I've seen Tom. But 10 toes, he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah, he stands out. That's for sure.
Cool dude.
I don't know how he was walking around on that ground and on those rocks with no shoes on all day Saturday. My feet were just hurting watching him walk around on those rocks.
I can walk on concrete, but not across the yard anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean those were like rocks, like pebbles and rocks everywhere.
It was bad.
I
can't do it.
Let's see. Steve just texted me. Let's see if he wants to join us real quick. I don't want to do it too late of a show. Maybe another 5 to 7 minutes here. I'm gonna see if
that's fine. I'm gonna
order a pizza here.
I got Dono and Sully and Doc Murdoch on my GoPro. I said you a while ago, and I wished I could actually see the drone all the way up and down the hill, or not the hill, but the quote unquote mountain. But the sound is just awesome. The sound is crazy.
Yeah, those things sound crazy.
Doc come down in his racing drone, and his is so quiet.
Yeah.
Until he lays it up on its nose and stands on it, then you can hear it coming.
Who's as quiet? Ken Herron's, the one that we lost in the lake.
Yeah.
That one's quiet as can be. Like I want whatever props he has, because that thing sounded so nice. Like it was not much louder than like the Mavic Air.
Yeah.
And Michael says he saw a moose off of I-70. I think you might be the only person that got to see a moose, Michael. So that's pretty awesome.
Got you, Doc.
And all day Sunday he did not have shoes on. He had to put them on, I think, to go to the restaurant.
Yeah, he put on some. I think he had a pair of flip flops on, didn't he?
I did not look at his feet at the restaurant.
We were walking up the steps, and I looked down. I said, "Well, he's got shoes on today," but he's got to do that someplace. No shoes, no shirt, no service places.
Well, that's how it is with the mask now. It's funny. Everybody flips out about the mask in the store, but stores are privately owned usually. So, I get it. Like if a store is going to be fined, and I don't want them to get fined. I'm a business owner. I don't want to fine somebody just because I'm like being an asshole and won't do what being forced right now. But it's I don't know. This thing is hopefully it all wraps up here come November. When is the first debate? Is that tonight or tomorrow?
I'll be honest with you, Sean. I've not kept up with it.
I want to watch it because I think it's going to be a train wreck. I'm hoping I got to, whether you keep up with it or not, who's running, the two people.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'm wondering, because one of them has a temper and one of them is a real good asshole. Well, they both are, but I'm wondering if they're going to fist fight. I want to see them fist fight.
I did.
President, right?
I did hear on the radio they are not going to shake hands, and that's because of the quote unquote pandemic right now.
Yeah. Well, they probably wouldn't either which way.
I doubt it very seriously. There's a lot of hate in this country right now. I hate that.
Oh yeah, and each side is doing the exact same thing. The people who can't see that, it's crazy.
Exactly.
Like, you got, for example, you got one side saying to Joe Biden, "Don't concede no matter what," and then you got the other side saying, "Oh, it's going to be rigged." So it's a mess. It's a mess.
Hey, Sully, look me up on Facebook, man, and I'll get you that footage. The noise is wonderful. Even when you hit the tree, I could hear it falling down a little bit.
I got to say right here, and then we'll get off politics here, because I like to talk neutral when we do talk politics on a chat like this, because there's people on both sides. And honestly, guys, if you're on either side, you need to consider looking like down the middle, because it opens your eyes to so much. But one of the funniest things here is I didn't know that Theodore Roosevelt got in a fist fight. I'm going to Google that, because
I got to go read my history book again.
His story.
Hey, I'll Google it. It's true.
Yeah, right. Anything on the Google is true, right?
Everything. The funniest commercial I've ever seen is that old gal that got her male model off the internet, and that's where the quote unquote is true. It's on the internet. Come from is what I remember.
Yeah.
And this dude's about 6'4", about 325, with a beard about down to here and big old thick Royal Orbison glasses on.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, if I'm going to do more of these live streams, I'm going to have to get some of those non-reflective glasses, because I take this off right here, I got to squint to like read the chat. Yeah.
It's getting.
I hate getting older, man. It sucks.
I got to have mine to see far off. Those my sunglasses that I was wearing Saturday, those are prescription.
Yeah. Gotcha. So I'm the opposite. Like, if it's, and maybe it's partly from being this close to things for so many years, drawing.
I can imagine.
I don't know.
It's kind of like looking at a computer. You're trying to not pop a vein.
Yeah, pretty much. But after 27 years of doing that, I got to wear these to tattoo and everything. So
yeah.
Let's wrap. We had a good talk about SpinDown, so let's wrap this up so I can go get some dinner. I appreciate you jumping on here with me, Chris.
Oh, you bet.
I know this is a short live stream. I'm going to start trying to do live streams every Monday, as long as I have a topic to talk about. If not every Monday, at least maybe the first Monday of every month or something, or the last Monday of every month, I'll do at least one live stream. So if you guys do have topics, I got ideas. Maybe the live streams are cool ways I can give away T-shirts and things like that. So, let me know. Hit me up in the email or in any chat or any video I have in the comments. I try to always get back to the comments on any video I put up. So reach out to me. My email is also in my description on YouTube, so you can always email me that way as well. So I appreciate it, Chris, for coming in. If you guys don't already subscribe to Chris, go check out his YouTube channel, Chris Hope. He does early morning flights. Is it every day or just every weekend?
We fly on Sunday morning, starting at the East Coast and running up through Georgia and finishing up with me in Texas.
Yeah, I think I've only caught one of those mornings with you guys. I woke up.
I can understand why. I can understand. Don't forget Doc Sully's email address, please. You can send them to me.
Me?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't. What were you asking for, Chris?
Doc Murdoch and Sully's email address.
Okay, I don't have them.
You don't have them?
No, I don't have them. So they'll have to. They hit me up and Doc hits me up on Instagram. So
okay, we'll get it. I'll get it to you, Doc and Sully. I'll get y'all up.
So Doc and Sully, if you guys want to either throw your email in the chat or if you want to hit him up on his channel, so you guys can get that footage.
That'll work, man. All right, bud. You have a good night, Sean.
For coming in. All right, Chris. I'll catch you later. I'm going to say goodbye and wrap this up. Thanks for joining me, Chris. I'm glad
you did a good job, Sean. Appreciate you.
Thank you very much, man. All right, guys, and that's going to pretty much be it. I know this is a very short one, but I got about 10 minutes to order my food before this place closes, and I really want some wings and some tater tots. So I'm going to wrap this up with that. Thanks, everyone who came to SpinDown 2020. Anyone who wants to join us next year at SpinDown 2020 or Spin Up, make sure you hit up Ready Set Drone on his channel and shoot him an email if you want it to be in Colorado again, or he'll just put it wherever it needs to go. I thank you again, everyone. I'm glad everyone had a great time, and we'll see you guys in my next video. Watch for the my recap video of SpinDown 2020. It will be labeled "Can You Vlog on a GoPro -SpinDown?" So that will be up hopefully by the weekend. I got to film some more stuff for it. So thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, everyone.